Well, here we are about to take a look at the Potrero de los Funes circuit. Now, I have had the opportunity to have a little look around myself already, but John has not seen it at all yet. So this is going to be really your first impressions, John, to see what you think of what I think is an absolutely amazing place. Let's head down the pit lane and see how we get on.
Well, I mean, just looking at the circuit from driving into the hotel, which of course overlooks the circuit, and seeing the little bit I'm looking at now, just after the pit lane exit, it is just plain awesome.
Yeah.
But just, you know, coming out onto the circuit now with the pit lane exit, I mean, I'm almost sort of lost for words.
Now this is obviously the first section. They'd be coming off the rolling start into here. So we've got a left into a right. Now that's an interesting situation.
Well, just looking at this little section, if you look back 2 races to Navarro, that looks similar to some of the sections of Navarro. But of course the circuit, the width of the racetrack, I mean, it's enormous, and you've got a lot of runoff there as well. So undoubtedly in the opening lap there's going to be a bit of pressure and squeeze going in there. But thankfully you've got space to allow cars, if they do find themselves running a shorter racetrack, to be able to run out and get around of that contact.
The town itself is right alongside us here. There's some little shops just to the sides of the barriers, and as we go over the top here, it's quite nice. There's a little bit of rise and then it falls away, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, it's one of those corners where the circuit falls away from you, so you're going to be drawn over to the outside, but again you're immediately back into a blend. And
look at that
vista.
view.
Fantastic.
Look at that view. We've got a lake, we've got the mountain up the side there. I know the drivers aren't going to be looking at the view, but it is stunning.
I mean, this is going to be spectacular. Because
it's maybe worth having just a little stop and a look at this little section, John, because you've got quite a nice tight little hairpin here. Let's jump out of the car and just have a look for a moment. Here we are, John. We've jumped out of the car. We've come out of this really tight section at the bottom of the hill, and the power of the cars, I mean, we're looking for cars with a lot of torque presumably, but they've got to get the power onto the road, and then they've got another really tight hairpin to deal with here.
Well, it's almost like a mini hill climb, and I say that for 2 reasons. One, because the track is appreciably much narrower, and secondly, you've got a very tight right-hand corner at the bottom of the hill, and another tight left, and an even sort of longer and tight right. And I mean, obviously the torque of some of the cars, particularly the big V8s, will help drag them up. But to me, the thing that's going to hurt them most of all will be, will they just destroy their rear tires? But this to me is going to be the core of the racetrack. This will make or break a lap time.
I love this. I mean, look at this sort of cliff face that we're alongside. It's amazing, isn't it?
And it's just, I'm almost speechless. This circuit has got it all.
Yeah.
You've got the cliffs, you've got all the foliage, you've got the lake, and that's what makes, to me, a racetrack a great racetrack. Anybody can watch this at home on television or come and watch from the natural viewing stands, and they've got a stunning vista. I mean, it is the blue sky, the green, the colours of the rocks, the racetrack making its way around the lake. I mean, this section particularly, I think is going to be critical.
Okay, well, let's get back in the car and get you to complete the lap. Okay, we're going to set off again. We've got about 2/3 of the way around the lap. We're into this tight section. So John's going to continue, still on his first lap, remember, of this Potrero de los Funes circuit. Let's see what he thinks of the next bit.
Then we come now to this final corner to start finish straight. I mean, again, it's a 90-degree corner, so everybody's going to have to stop, get the speed off the car. It'll be, again, in my view, that'll be a second gear corner, just looking at it as I'm seeing it now.
Potential overtaking, perhaps?
Oh yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing to lose by having a pop down the inside. There's lots of space on the outside. Compromises if you overrun another car, they'll come back at you. But then this very third, fourth gear, left-hand corner onto the start-finish straight, right down by the pit boxes.
That's going to be quite exciting for the guys giving the signals, isn't
Well,
it?
I'm sure somebody will run over the curb and clip somebody's pit board, because it's, when your tyre wire gets to a certain level and you start to run out of grip, you've just got to do what you've got to do to make the best of what you got. I mean, it's going to be quick through here.
It is.
And it's a quick run up into turn 1.
Okay. Let's just bring it to a halt here for a second as we come down to the line. So that is a lap of this circuit. That's going to be where they'll be starting off on the rolling lap. So, first impressions.
I think it's brilliant. I mean, it's an enormous challenge to teams. I think it'll show the teams and the driver packages or combinations that are at the top of their game. And I mean, I would immediately have a few in mind. I think for the gentleman drivers who are competing in some of the teams, they will struggle because this is a circuit for, in my view, what I'd call the professional driver. So, I mean, for me, brilliant circuit.
Is it a one thumbs up or a double thumbs up?
I would say this is a circuit that definitely needs a former Grand Prix winner in the commentary booth alongside you, Ben, because if you haven't won a Grand Prix, how could you be a commentator on a racetrack like this?
Well, thanks for your comments, John, as ever, and we'll look forward to seeing the cars in action on this track over the weekend.